Olive was in a big room surrounded by tall shelves full of books. It was very quiet.
Where am I?
Said Olive, rather loudly.
Shh! Be quiet, please. You're in a library.
A face peered out from behind one of the bookshelves. It was a little red squirrel with a big bushy tail.
Oh, sorry.
Olive whispered.
I'm Olive. Why is it so quiet in this library?
Because it's a place where you come to read or borrow books. It's best to have quiet when you're trying to read. I'm Henry Huckleberry, and I love to read.
Oh, me too.
Trouble is, I can't find my favourite book anywhere.
What's it called?
It's a big yellow book called Attack of the Mutant Space Frogs. It's really awesome.
It was then Olive and Henry heard someone muttering.
Oh dear, oh dear.
They peered behind a shelf and saw a little red-faced bookworm putting books back on the shelves.
Oh dear, oh bother.
Excuse me.
Whispered Olive.
What? What is it? I'm very busy, you know.
We're looking for a book. Wilfred, it's called Attack of the Mutant...
Sorry, I haven't got time to find your book. I've got all these books to put back on the shelves. Too much to do. Got to go.
Henry sighed.
This place is such a mess. My book could be anywhere.
Wait,
Said Olive.
look, there's a yellow book on the top of that tall shelf.
Oh, yes, that's Attack of the Mutant Space Frogs. But we're never going to reach it way up there.
Lots of books that can be piled up really high. I think I may have an idea.
Henry and Olive stacked the books higher and higher until the pile almost touched the ceiling.
There, we'll have your book down in no time.
Olive began to climb the stack of books, but as Olive climbed higher, the books became more and more wobbly.
Be careful, Olive.
Whispered Henry. Finally, Olive got to the top. She had to lean over to grab Henry's book with her beak, but then the stack of the books really started to wobble. Olive couldn't keep her balance anymore. And then the whole stack collapsed. The books came tumbling down into a huge heap, burying Olive and Henry.
Oops.
Said Olive. Wilfred came rushing over.
Shh! What is this terrible mess?
Sorry, we were just trying to get my favourite book from the top shelf, and it all went horribly wrong.
We can help you put all these books back on the shelves, Wilfred.
Well, yes, I suppose that would be very helpful.
So Olive, Henry and Wilfred put all the books back onto the shelves. Finally, there was just one book left.
Wow! Attack of the Mutant Space Frogs. I've been looking for this book for ages. It's my favourite.
Wow, mine too.
Beamed Henry.
Why don't we read it together?
Yes! Great idea!
Shouted Wilfred.
Shush.
Shushed Olive and Henry.
Sorry,
Whispered Wilfred.
I should really keep my voice down. This is a library, don't you know?
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Okay. Actually, I helped find Attack of the Mutant Space Frogs.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Olive was on board a spaceship. She was wearing a silver top and a sweatband around her head.
Cake, that's an amazing view.
Just then, the spaceship began to shake.
Whoa, what's happening?
A door slid open to reveal a man leaping up and down so much it was making the whole room shake.
Hey, up 2, 3, and down 2, 3. Pump it up 2, 3. Fitness fans, come on!
All the shaking made it hard for Olive to stay on her feet.
Where? I'm Olive. What's with all the leaping about?
The man stopped, and the shaking did too.
Whoa, you proper made me jump then, Olive. I'm Captain Smirk, and this is the Starship exercise on its 5-year mission to seek out and exercise new civilizations, to boldly go where no aerobics class has gone before.
Suddenly, the spaceship lurched from side to side, sending both Olive and Captain Smirk tumbling all over the place.
Whoa, no! What's going on now?
Oh no, look over there.
Captain Smirk pointed out of the window towards a line of gigantic custard pies spinning through space towards them.
Enemy custard pies approaching at warp speed.
Custard pies? Mmm, tasty.
Those aren't for eating, you dingbat. They're attacking us. Hold on to your feathers, Olive.
The captain pulled on a lever, tilting the spaceship this way and that, narrowly avoiding the spinning pies.
You did it, Captain!
Yeah, for now. Computer, show me the source of those pies. Affirmative.
Why would that donut throw giant custard pies at us?
Dunno, but I'm not going to hang around to find out.
The captain pulled on the lever once again. The engines whirred as they powered up. Then,
Egg! Captain, I think we have a problem.
You're not wrong. The engines are clogged up with pie. We can't move, and that donut is closing in on us.
Maybe we could contact the donut and explain that we're friendly.
Computer, make donut contact. Affirmative.
What are they saying?
I haven't got the foggiest, but what I do know is we have to get out of here fast.
A pie-clogged engine, a keep fit routine that makes a ship shake. I think I may have an idea. Quick, exercise. We need to unblock those engines.
soon all the bouncing started to shake free the pie that was clogging up the engines.
Hey, up, Olivia, brain box. It's working.
But the donut was still closing in on them.
Come on, Captain. Double time. Please, up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. Up, 2, 3, and down.
The captain leapt up and down with Olive, and finally their bouncing shook the pie out of the ship's engines, and they roared back to life.
We did it.
Well done, Olive. Let's get out of here.
No, wait. Look.
The space donut was now close enough to see into the control room. The walls were covered in pictures of Captain Smirk, and there was an alien on the command deck performing Keep Fit moves. He was obviously a huge fan.
The alien captain just wants to join your Keep Fit class.
So I throw pies at us.
Suddenly, the alien teleported himself onto the ship, appearing between Olive and the captain.
Hello there. I guess that's his way of saying hello. Yummy.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Heck, actually, I had a Keep Fit workout in space.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Olive was standing next to a bubbling waterfall. She was wearing heavy chainmail and a knight's helmet.
Ooh.
Just then, Olive heard a loud noise.
Oh, that sounds painful.
Out of nowhere leapt a huge dragon wearing an orange headband. He swished his enormous tail this way and that. It was all very impressive.
Welcome.
I'm Olive. Who are you?
I am Claude Van Doom, student of Dragon Fu.
What's dragon flu?
I will show you.
With this, Claude showed Olive some of his best dragon fu moves.
Very good flu, Claude.
I hope my examiner agrees. I am taking the final part of my Dragon Fu exam today. If I pass, my dream to become a Dragon Fu master will come true.
What do you have to do?
I will show you.
With this, Claude took a deep breath and blew as hard as he could towards a nearby tree. Flames shot from his mouth and set the tree on fire in an instant. Whoosh!
The exam subject is an impressive display of fire breathing.
I think you should put that fire out, Claude.
Olive saw the bubbling waterfall behind her.
Quick, Claude. Use the water to put out the fire.
Claude plunged his head into the bubbling water, quickly gulping it down before blowing the lot onto the flaming tree.
Well done, Claude. You put the fire out.
But Claude didn't look very happy. Claude tried to breathe fire, but bubbles poured out from his mouth instead.
Oh, this is a disaster. How will I pass my exam in fire breathing if I am breathing bubbles?
Olive thought. She looked down at her chainmail and plucked one of the wires free.
A wire. bubbles? I think I may have an idea.
Olive started to pull and twist the wires into different shapes, just as Claude's examiner arrived to start the test.
So, Mr. Van Doom, I hope you're ready to impress me with your fire breathing.
Claude looked at Olive and gulped.
Yes, he is, Mr. Examiner.
I'll be the judge of that, thank you.
The examiner watched as Claude took a deep breath and started to blow bubbles from his mouth instead of fire.
Oh dear.
Said the examiner, unimpressed.
Oh dear, oh dear.
But then the bubbles squeezed through the wire shapes Olive had made and formed a huge spider, a nice, even an elephant.
Well, I need something more impressive than that.
Claude took a deep breath and blew a massive bubble right at the examiner. It surrounded him, and before he knew it, he was floating up in the air inside the bubble.
Oh, I'm floating. Oh, Claude, your display of bubble breathing is more impressive than any fire breathing. Here's your certificate.
Oh, Claude, you passed.
Thank you, Olive, for all your help. With a little practice, you too could master Dragon Fall.
Really?
With this, Olive Dragon Fu chopped a tree, sending lots of fruit falling down on top of her.
Ouch! No, I think I'll stick to looking at trees, not dragon fooing them.
They both laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Okay, actually, I've been blowing bubbles with a dragon.
Your head's been in the sun too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure.
Olive the Ostrich!
Olive was standing in a park surrounded by small, leafy bushes.
Hello there.
Said a sad voice. Olive turned and saw a gorilla.
Oh, hello, I'm Olive.
She replied.
I'm Keith. Would you be my friend, please? No one likes me round here.
Yes, of course I will, Keith. You seem very nice to me.
Olive took a step forwards and accidentally trod on something.
Oh, what was that?
She'd stepped on a tiny yellow car. It was squashed flat.
Oops.
I'm always doing that.
Olive spied a tiny little man running up to the car.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You just stepped on my cab, lady.
I'm very sorry. I didn't see it down there.
It was then Olive noticed that the leafy bushes were actually tiny trees in a park.
Tiny trees, cars, and people. Wait a second, I'm a giant ostrich.
And I'm a giant gorilla.
There were tall skyscrapers surrounding the park. Olive was nearly as tall as some of them herself. Then Olive heard shouting. She looked down and saw a crowd of tiny little people angrily shouting up at Olive and Keith and waving their fists. They started throwing things at Olive's legs.
Ouch! Ow! Careful!
They don't like us because we keep stepping on things.
Maybe we should go somewhere else, Keith.
Keith and Olive walked out of the park and down a wide avenue.
Geg, it's really hard not to step on things. Sorry. Oh dear, sorry.
I know, it's a nightmare. Sorry.
Tiny people were running around and yelling at Olive and Keith. Sirens were going off. It was chaos.
I just want to go somewhere quiet where I don't step on anything or bother anyone.
Olive spied an especially tall skyscraper with a pointy top.
A super tall skyscraper, lots of annoyed tiny people. I think I may have an idea. Keith, why don't we get out of everyone's way by climbing up that skyscraper?
Oh, that's the Empire State Building. Great idea.
So Olive and Keith climbed up the Empire State Building. Since they were both giants, it didn't take very long to reach the top. But there were still people shouting at them from nearby windows.
Oh, I wish they knew I was friendly.
Olive saw a helicopter swoop in and circle round them. But something was wrong with the helicopter. The rotor blade stopped turning and it started to fall.
Quick, Keith, catch it!
Keith held out his hand and caught the helicopter.
Got it.
A woman jumped out and stood on Keith's hand, followed by a man with a tiny TV camera.
Woo, that was close. Katie Waters, NYC News, reporting live. And we've just been saved by the giant gorilla.
All the people looking out of the office windows cheered.
Thanks for saving us. What are your names?
I'm Keith Kong.
I'm Olive. Pleased to meet you.
Can I just say I love New York? Sorry for squashing things before.
Well, you two are certainly a couple of huge New York City heroes.
As a thank you, Keith was given his own special area in the park, as long as he promised to, try and stop squashing things.
Thanks for your help, Olive. Would you like to stay for a bit and I'll show you some more of New York City?
Maybe next time. But today I certainly had a huge amount of fun with you, Keith.
They both laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Heck, actually, I had a big adventure in New York City.
Your head's been in the sun too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Olive found herself on a small boat in the middle of a large lake. All around her were purple hills covered with heather. Behind the wheel of the boat stood a man. He was peering into the water.
Hello there, I'm Olive. Are you looking for something?
Hey, Olive. Chuck McNichol. Yes, I sure am looking for something. Nessie.
What's Nessie?
The Loch Ness Monster. I've been sailing up and down Loch Ness all week, but it sure is hard to find Nessie.
Olive suddenly heard a low, rumbling, groaning sound.
Heck, what's that noise?
Oh, I need something to try and attract Nessie, you see, so I'm playing her whale sounds through these waterproof speakers.
Oh, so what have you seen so far?
2 fish, a turtle, and a medium-sized crab.
Oh, well, I could help you look for Nessie if you'd like.
Oh, thanks, but I've had enough searching for now, so I'm going back to my hotel to take a nap.
Oh, is that more whale songs?
No, that's Bobby McDonald. He owns the bagpipe shop. Hello there. Any luck finding Nessie? Afraid not, Bobby.
Your dog seems to like those bagpipes.
Aye, he loves them. In fact, all my pets love the sound of the pipes.
Olive liked the sound of the pipes too.
A Loch Ness monster that won't show its face. A musical instrument that animals love. I think I may have an idea. Chuck, no time to waste. We need to go back out onto the log, please.
Oh, all right, Olive.
And Bobby, can you come with us? And bring your bagpipes, please.
Of course.
OK, Bobby. Play your pipes into this microphone. Then the sound will play out through the underwater speakers.
The sound of Bobby's bagpipes echoed out across Loch Ness and down into the water. Bobby played and played and played, but still there was no sign of Nessie.
Oh, I can't play any longer. I need to lie down.
We can't give up now. I'm going to have a try.
Olive took the pipes from Bobby and began to play. It didn't sound very good.
Oh, this won't work. Olive, that sounds awful.
But as Olive played, she was silhouetted against the setting sun. It made her look a very strange shape. Then something large and mysterious rose out of the water. It was Nessie!
Nessie! I can't believe it! Yippee! Oh, it truly is her!
Hello there.
Hello, Nessie. Glad you dropped by.
I need my eyes testing. I saw your shape there and I thought it was another Nessie.
Oh, I hope you're not too disappointed.
Oh, no. I've always loved the sound of the pipes.
Hey, Nessie, do you mind if I take a few snaps?
Well, normally I don't do pictures, but go right then. Just this once.
Say cheese!
Cheese! Oh, what of you two?
So they took lots of photos of Nessie, Olive, and Chuck. Finally, it was time for Nessie to leave.
Bye, everyone.
Bye! I know. Hey, how about one last tune on the pipes, Olive?
I don't think so, Chuck. I think it's high time I pipe down.
Oh, yeah.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Heck, actually, I helped find the Loch Ness Monster.
Your head's been in the sun too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure.